Well, hey there, friends. Welcome back to the Laura Shipman Show. I'm your host, Laura, and I'm thrilled you're here today. It's that time of year. The holiday season is in full swing. And between gift shopping, family gatherings, and festive celebrations, it can feel nearly impossible to stay on top of your business responsibilities. In today's episode, we're tackling how to balance holiday cheer with crushing your business goals. Episode 342 starts right now. Well, hey there. Welcome to the Laura Shipman Show. I'm your host, Laura, and I'm here every week to help you create value-driven content quickly and efficiently while focusing on things like digital marketing, social media, productivity, and time management. My goal? To give you the tools to market your business effectively, manage your time, and create real results both in business and beyond. Are you ready to dive in? I know I am. Grab a notebook, a pen, and your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's get started. Okay, my friends, let's face it, the holidays are hectic, but staying productive during this season is critical if you want to hit the ground running in 2025. And the key is finding balance that lets you enjoy the festivities without letting your business fall behind. And I've got 5 steps to help you do this. So let's just dive right in. Step number 1 is my favorite, and that is prioritize what truly matters. I spend a lot of time doing this every single day, and I truly look at the things that are most critical to my business in this time frame. And sometimes that might mean letting other things take a back seat for a little bit while you focus on what's going to make your fourth quarter and set you up strong for a first quarter. Okay, so here's what I like to do. I write down absolutely everything that needs to get done for the month, and I put it on this big long list. And then what I do is I break that list out into 3 different categories. And those categories are must do's, nice to do, and can wait, right? And I categorize each of these tasks. And the must do's are those big non negotiables that cannot be ignored, things that have deadlines. So I've got a lot of client deadlines because they all have content that needs to get out. And so I put all of that in the must do quadrant, or not even quadrant because there's only 3, but the must do square, right? And then it could be also sales pushes or essential content creation, whatever's going on. It's the top stuff that needs to get done. And then I break it down even further. I take it day by day throughout the month, and I try to set up a plan of 3 things that I must get done by the end of every day. And if I can follow that schedule of 3 things that must get done, things get done. It's not so much pressure of seeing this huge list in front of me. Instead, they're little bite-sized morsels that allow me to handle emergencies if they pop up or unexpected meetings if they pop up. The point is, the must-dos become digital or doable because they are only 3 a day. Okay, so that's the first thing I do. Then you have the nice to do tasks where those are things that you would love to get done, but if they don't happen, it's not a big deal. It's not going to crush everything. And I just like to be aware of those things because if I can squeeze those in, I will. And then the third one, the can wait tasks. Well, those, my friend, can just chill until this holiday rush settles down. So when you see everything laid out like this, you can really see what your priorities are. And by focusing on what truly impacts your business and your sanity, you're giving yourself permission to let go of the small stuff and focus on what really moves the needle. Okay, step number 2 is leveraging your calendar. I live by my calendar and I love my calendar. I used to just use whatever calendar came on my phone, but I recently transitioned over to Google Calendar and I love it because I can color coordinate things, I can get really granular and add notes and all sorts of details to my calendar. So I find it really important. But when you leverage your calendar, what you're really talking about here is time blocking. And you want to time block your life. And here's how to do it. You block off time for absolutely everything. And I do this from the minute my alarm goes off in the morning till I go to bed at night. So when that alarm goes off, I know what I'm doing at 5:30 in the morning. So just for an example, at 5:30 I get up, I get dressed, I make coffee, I have coffee, and then I meet my neighbor and we go for a 3.5 mile walk. When I come back, I have scheduled in that I'm going to do an arm workout. And then I have scheduled in that I'm going to do some self development. And then I have scheduled in that I am going to get ready for the day, and so on and so on and so on. I'm not going to bore you with my calendar, but the point is you have to block off time for everything. Don't leave it to chance, because then it's not going to get done. And that includes your rest time too. If you want a cozy night in with hot cocoa and a cheesy holiday movie, schedule it. Make sure it hits that schedule. And if you want people to show up and do it with you, make sure you send them the email invites, because that gets it on their planner too. I do that all the time with my family. If there's certain things that I want to make sure that we all show up for, it gets on my calendar, and then the calendar invites go out, and then miraculously everybody knows where to be and when to be. So, one little tip here: once you see your week visually laid out, it's a whole lot easier to protect your time, and it also helps you avoid double booking yourself or forgetting certain things that are important. And plus, it helps to check those things off your list, and knowing that you're organized, that you're never going to miss an event or an important date, I think is part of remaining sane in this busy time of year. Step number 3 is delegate and automate. And this is your friendly reminder: you don't have to do it all. Seriously, give yourself some breathing room. Now, this might be hard for you, and it's hard for me too, because I'm a solopreneur. So, what that means is I don't have a team. And there's a lot of us out there that do not have a team. The way I make this work for me is I automate as much as I possibly can. I love using tools like Metrical, ChatGPT, automated DMs, anything that you can not have to be there manually to do it. It's your friend. You need to learn how to do that, especially if you are a solopreneur. But if you do have a team or you do have a VA, make sure you use those people to buy back your time, and make sure you have your VA handle admin work. Or maybe it's asking a family member to help take over certain tasks for the holidays. Whatever it is, just think of different ways that you can delegate and automate things that don't need your presence there. Step number 4 is setting boundaries. Boundaries are key to making it through the holidays with your sanity intact, right? You want to be clear about your availability. Let clients, coworkers, employees know exactly when you'll be working and when you won't. I love those out of office autoresponders on your email. It's really helpful. It sets the tone. And also, your email signature could be a huge tool too, because if you know you have certain set days that maybe you're only working half days or you're going to take some time off, use that out of office autoresponder to let people know that you are not available. And then there's a big one too, is turning off notifications, especially during family time. When you're with loved ones, be with them, right? Your business can wait, but those holiday moments, they're priceless, right? They're unique. You need to protect them in that time so you can recharge and come back to work feeling refreshed and ready to crush your goals. Okay, so step number 5 is embracing the 80/20 rule. Have you ever heard of the 80/20 rule? It is a lifesaver during the holidays, and the idea is super simple. Focus on the 20% of tasks that drive 80% of your results. And here's how you can figure that out. Ask yourself, what few things can I do that will make the biggest impact? This way, even if you're pressed for time, you're still moving the needle and making progress. But it's all about working smarter and not harder. Okay, so with every episode I release, I always give a little piece of homework, a little takeaway challenge, something for you to execute. And today, here is your challenge. Block out 15 minutes today to create your holiday priorities list. Identify what's crucial for both your personal and professional life and start planning how you'll get it done. Okay, before we go, I've got one more thing for you. As always, I include a little ChatGPT prompt. So if you're unsure where to start in creating this priorities list, because it can sound a little bit vague, here's what you should do. And I put this in ChatGPT for myself, and I kind of loved what came back out. All I put in was I want to stay productive during the holidays while balancing business and personal commitments. Can you help me create a prioritized to-do list with time management tips for the season? Oh my gosh, what comes back out is freaking amazing. So I hope you get as excited about the responses I do. And if you weren't able to copy that down, don't worry. I have that little prompt waiting for you in the show notes. So go there and check it out and just play around with ChatGPT. I use it for absolutely everything. Anything that you have a question about, throw it into ChatGPT and just see what comes out. The more detail you give it and the more detail about yourself and your situation, the better the response will be. Okay, well, that's a wrap for today's episode. Remember, the holidays don't have to derail your productivity. With a little planning and the right mindset, you can enjoy the season and still crush your business goals, I promise. In our next episode, we will dive into quick holiday content ideas to keep your audience engaged without extra effort. You won't want to miss it. If you loved this episode, make sure to subscribe and share it with a friend. Until next time, keep working smart and enjoying the holiday magic. Bye for now. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you found this episode helpful and packed with value. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update. And hey, if you know someone who could benefit from today's tips, please share the podcast with them. It's the best way to help others and grow our community. Until next time, keep creating, stay motivated, and I'll see you in the next episode.